A very warm welcome to this video, which is titled, Stop Choosing Between Science and God. A Truth Revealed. Let me open this video presentation with a reference to a papal document. The landmark 1998 encyclical Fides et Ratio, Faith and Reason, Pope John Paul II provides the definitive theological framework for the ideas in this video. He famously opens the document with a metaphor that has been the gold standard for this particular discussion. Faith and reason are like two wings on which the human spirit rises to the contemplation of truth. What a beautiful saying. For too long, we have been told a story of a war between the lab and the altar. This short video dismantles the entire modern myth that we must choose between your intellect and your soul. By exploring the distinction between the how of biology and the why of existence, we uncover a world where reason and faith don't just coexist, they complete each other. Discover why the founders of science saw no conflict and how you can embrace both. The false war. Why science and God belong together. The narrative that science and God are locked in a death match is one of the most successful deceptions of our time. We are told that to be a person of reason, you must discard the divine, and to be a person of faith, you must check your brain at the door. But this conflict isn't scientific, it is ideological. Think of it this way. Science explains how. It maps our DNA, analyzes our neural pathways, and traces the expansion of the universe. It's a brilliant tool for understanding the mechanics of reality. However, God explains the why. Why does beauty move us? Why do we have an inherent sense of morality? Why does the human heart long for eternity in a world that is temporary? The pioneers of modern science, thinkers like Newton, Kepler, Pascal, didn't see their discoveries as an eviction notice to God. Instead, they viewed their work as thinking God's thought after him. To them, the presence of order in the universe wasn't a proof that a designer was missing. It was the fingerprint of the designer's intelligence. Science can describe the chemistry of a tear, but it cannot explain the weight of grief. It can explain the physics of sound waves, but it cannot explain why a symphony stirs our soul. Christianity doesn't claim to be a biology textbook. It claims to be a map for identity. The conflict only arises when we ask science to answer questions it wasn't built for, or when we reduce God to a gap filler for things we don't yet understand. You don't have to choose between your eyes and your ears. Why choose between your reason and your faith? Science tells you what you are made of. God tells you what you are made for. This is the essence of today's presentation, which I wanted to make to you. I hope this has been a tool for your understanding the deeper aspect of mutual existence of both science and God. Thank you for watching and listening, and have a great life.